All right, as the clip states, here is your 2017-2017 NCAA Tournament bracket. There's a lot of reaction on the Twitterverse, a lot of which is people pissed off at little things. Coward kind of made a joke about it. I can't believe X team made this tournament for X reason. What he's joking about is, yes, teams like Michigan State. Teams like Michigan State who are 19-14 during the regular season, who look bad in the Big Ten tournament, who look bad during the regular season, have a ton of losses, make it in over East Truck Drivers University of Southern Texas. They're always going to do that because they want money. They want bigger plays. It was going to be a big thing with Syracuse, and remember what happened last year. They didn't deserve to be in the tournament, and they made a huge run. I mean, look, there's other things that point to that as well. UCLA, for example, as a 3 seed, in my conspiracy theory mind, my feeling is that they're not a 2 seed because the 3 seed for UCLA is actually an easier run to, maybe not because Kentucky's there. But if they were the 2 seed, they'd have to play. No, I take that back completely. Because I was going to say if they were a 4 seed, they still have to go through UNC, and if they are a 3 seed, they have to play eventually Kentucky, unless there's a big upset. But they do get the easy matchup, I would say, against Kent State, and then another easy matchup against the winner of Cincinnati and the playing game. And I say that because I don't think Cincinnati showed too much in their tournament play, and that's where a lot of my analysis comes. I don't really care too much for November, December basketball when it comes to college ball. I think a lot of it is determined by conference play, your strength of conference, and what you've done during your tournament. Now, I say that, but I don't think winning your tournament is as important as other analysts will take it, right? So Kansas did not win their tournament. Kansas still a 1 seed, still a powerhouse, but they could be meeting the likes of a Michigan State. And again, look what happened with Cuse last year. Tom Izzo knows what he's doing in March. The fact that he's there is scary for any team. You cannot treat Michigan State like a 9 seed. To be honest, I would treat them like you would treat good Michigan State teams of the past. I'm waiting on the last half of this bracket to be filled out because I'm really curious where the last number 1 seed is, but we'll have a full bracket for you by the time the clip goes up. All right, we're going to discuss a couple of other quick things before we move on to why Logan was such a great movie. For one, the Rhode Island Rams. The Rhode Island Rams are in the tournament. The Rhode Island Rams won the A10 tournament today and have gotten healthier as the season has gone on, and they have the A10 Defender of the Year in Hassan Martin. Why do I know this much about the Rhode Island Rams? Because they are going to beat the living shit out of Creighton, and it is going to be great. And then after they beat Creighton to a pulp, they're going to go beat Oregon, who's going to beat Iona to a pulp, and then we will get crushed by whoever Michigan or Louisville makes it into the Sweet 16. Why? I went to Rhode Island. First time in the tournament since 1999. My teams, when I was at school, were so astronomically terrible. It was basically TYT basketball, is what we were watching. It was never a fun thing to be around, but the fact that they started having, putting together a good team under Hurley, Danny Hurley's been a good coach and getting some more recruiting and showing up to the tournament is a big, big deal in the end because it could affect a lot of things going forward. A couple of other standouts, and I'm going to do way more. We'll do our full, what my bracket looks like, what Francis's and other people's brackets and Ben Mank's brackets look like is I would beware of teams like Winthrop, who's a 13 seed playing Butler. They've been to the tournament a couple times. I know I said Oregon before, but I'd beware of a team like Iona. They shoot threes. They shoot a lot of them, and any team in college basketball who can live and die by the 3, if they're living by it, and they knock down 50% of them, it's really hard for any team to compete with that regardless of the seeding. Of course, there's the chance of a 15 upsetting a 2. I don't think Troy takes down Duke, but I think the entire country would be happy aside from Hannah Cranston and Duke fans. What was the last seed?
VCU got a fucking 10 seed.
We beat VCU.
No shit.
That's bullshit. Who got the 1 seed in the last half of it? Who got the 1 seed? Gonzaga? Cool. Good for the Zags. A lot of people don't want to give the Zags a lot of credit this year because they play in such a mediocre conference. What was it? Who got the 2? Who got it?
Arizona got the 2.
Arizona got the 2, and who got the 1? Gonzaga. Watch out for Arizona. That's another team that's really well coached and has depth and has gotten better as the season goes on. So I'd watch out for that. So this is still filling out as I'm trying to read it for you, but I wanted to give you a quick reaction to it. And mostly I just wanted to make it about the fact that Rhody Rams are going to the tournament and dancing for the first time since 1999. We have a good coach. We have a good team. Pick them to beat Creighton. I'll happily eat crow if they lose. They're playing in Sacramento on Friday. I'm sorry, Dan, and all the producers at TYT and TYT Sports. I will probably be road tripping north to watch Rhode Island play. And then if they win again, the second game is in... doesn't have a date, just says, look at this, they have like some things filled out. Like, for example, the winner of Kansas, like whoever wins Kansas versus 16 seed, the play-in game, so it's like NCCU and UCD, like UC Davis, versus Miami, Michigan State. Like they play in Kansas City, Missouri, but they don't have, oh, that's such a home game. Damn, they really do give you such advantage. Like Nova will end up playing the Sweet 16 at Madison Square Garden, I think. And that's a huge deal because, man, you get Nova and Duke at the Garden, that would be fun. All right, as you can tell, I'm literally reacting to this as it goes, so this is a very raw clip for you. All right, enjoy the tournament, as always. I saw Logan last night. That movie's great. I'm a big fan of Wolverine, big fan of X-Men movies, but I haven't seen the Wolverine movies, so now I'm going Tarantinoing it. Act 3, Act 1, Act 2. So I have to watch Origins and the next one. You know, says a lot about me. But Logan was a good movie. We'll have some more upsets, pick alerts. Here's my advice for you, okay? Don't listen to me and don't listen to anybody on ESPN or CBS Sports or Big Ten Network. It doesn't matter, okay? Use your best judgment when you're making your bracket because, yes, when Iona does beat an Oregon, or in this case, like ETSU beats Florida, like everyone's gonna be like, "Well, we had a feeling that was an upset alert." Calm down. Lastly, and I seriously mean lastly, SMU, a really dangerous team in the tournament, is what I think. So I could be wrong, but a 6 seed that might meet Baylor and then could meet a Duke. We're talking about a fun matchup. All right, comment below, like, favorite, and subscribe. And hope you enjoyed the clip. And we'll be back with way more college basketball. A huge fan of the tournament. I really can't wait. It kicks off Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So much tweets, so many tweets. We'll see you then.